Good evening and welcome in once again to Estadio Ciudad in Santiago del Estero in north-central Argentina for Game 3 of the quarterfinal series between Group B winner Quimsa of Argentina and Group A runner-up Real Estelí of Nicaragua. Alongside Andrew Hunt, I'm Craig Feta, and we're so glad you can be with us tonight wherever you're watching from, around the Americas or around the world. Welcome into our viewers in the USA on FanDuel TV and South America on DirecTV and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel. Well, Andrew, it all comes down to this. Either Real Estelí or Quimsa will be joining Flamengo, Hebraica Maccabi, and Halcones de Salapa in the Final Four after Real Estelí's 95-94 upset of Quimsa here on their home floor last night. But in this tournament, anything goes. Nothing is an upset, and 7 of the 8 teams in this quarterfinal had a chance to move on. Only Flamengo swept their quarterfinal series, and so it comes down to one final game in the quarters tonight. What can we expect tonight, or is it impossible to expect anything based on what we've seen so far?
I'm probably throwing predictions out the window, Craig, but if consistency is key, I'd say Quimsa has had consistency. They are at home, so maybe I give them the edge tonight, but Ismael Romero and company for Real Estelí aren't going to be bounced out of this tournament quietly, Craig.
No, I would say that is the understatement of all understatements. Real Estelí used big games from Terrell Holloway, Emmett Williams, and the guy who is now my favorite for tournament MVP if his team makes the finals, the aforementioned Ismael Romero, as we look at the starting lineup for Real Estelí. Terrell Holloway, Emmett Williams, Josue Arasso, Jared Ruiz, and Ismael Romero. Same starting 5 for David Rosario as he had last night. Romero, in 31 minutes last night, poured in 27 points and grabbed 12 rebounds. Andrew, what does Quimsa have to do to slow down the conductor of the Tren del Norte?
Well, speaking of consistency that you see throughout the Quimsa roster, Romero and Williams have been consistent forces for Estelí. They're getting dunks, blocks, double-digit points. I'm really torn on the philosophy of stopping the best player in this scenario. For example, let's say I run some kind of a double team at Romero. Does he kick out to Holloway for an open 3? Plenty of guys on his roster are capable of hitting shots, especially if left wide open. I think maybe I opt for keeping Galizzi, maybe even Zezular and Romero, telling them to play hard and keep him off the glass. I'm not looking for perfection here. I'm just making a star player win the game for his team while I try and make it as difficult as possible for the others on the team to get hot. Romero has good nights almost every night, but I want to prevent anybody else from having kind of a spark out of nowhere. A guy that normally scores maybe 8 or 9 points getting 16, 17. That's what I'm looking to avoid here if I'm defense for Quimsa.
Quimsa got a huge game from Brandon Robinson, who lit it up for 27 points, and he's another guy who could be in the MVP conversation if his team advances. You mentioned Zezular and Galitzi. They each had a dozen points in the losing effort last night. What does Quimsa have to do offensively to avoid dropping a second game on their home floor in 2 nights and being eliminated from the playoffs?
Well, I think a faster pace was in favor of Quimsa. They had 22 fast break points last night and a respectable 13 turnovers. That's not terrible. If they end the first half with 5 or less turnovers and they're competitive for rebounds, they should feel good about the second half.
Both of these teams are looking for their second Final Four appearance in BCL America's competition. And in less than a couple hours, we will find out which team that will be. The winner will face Hebreka Maccabi for the right to go to the title game the weekend of April 13th. Starting lineup for Quimsa: Juan Brusino, Brandon Robinson, Emiliano Basabe, Julian Barrios Ramirez, and Tayavek Galitzi. Same starting 5 for Leandro Romea. Our officials for tonight's game: Andres Bartel of Uruguay, Daniel Garcia of Venezuela, and Fernando Laite of Brazil.
One other thing, I thought we might be running the tip-off, so I wanted to wrap things up, but something I did want to say, defensively, I would be tempted as well to kind of throw some different looks at a guy like Romero. Maybe I double team this time, maybe I switch up defenders next time, be real aggressive on, you probably kind of need to be as aggressive on screens that he's setting regardless because he's got shooters around him, but that's a thought for defense.
We are underway. Quimsa with the first offensive possession of the night. Brusino to his left. Throws it into Galitzi, but swatted out of there by Romero. And now Ruiz at the other end with the layup. And Real Estelí out to a 2-0 lead. How about that defensive play by Ismael Romero? He went up and denied the alley-oop. Galitzi, the short jumper, that's good. A little surprised we don't have more fans here tonight. Well, it's a very hot day in Santiago del Estero. I think the high was supposed to be 97 today. So maybe folks staying indoors at their own homes and watching this one on DirecTV in South America. Step back three is up and good. Fabian Barrios Ramirez hits his first bucket of the game, and Quimsa out to a 5-2 lead. Williams on the handoff to Ruiz. Ruiz into the paint, kicks it up to Holloway. He launches the tray, missed, but a foul called on the three-point shot. And my goodness, Andrew, how many fouls on three-point shooters will we continue to see in this tournament? Still astonishes me.
I hate that. It's kind of twofold because not only are you giving them 3 easy looks at points instead of a more difficult shot, but as a shooter, seeing that ball go in, especially 3 times from anywhere, whether it be a layup or whatever, that's great if I'm a shooter, as Holloway is.
First free throw for Holloway is up and in, as Basabe is continuing to try to get an explanation from the official about the foul. Holloway hits all 3, and we are tied at 5. Brasino swings it left side. Back up top to Brasino. Into the corner for Basabe. Top block at 10. Basabe works his way into the paint. Gets it to Galizzi. Back outside to Basabe. No, the pass intercepted by Ismael Romero. Williams to Ruiz, and he gets things set back up. Ruiz all the way himself. Tried to zip the pass to Romero, but a little bit too much on it. 3-on-1 now for Quimsa. Brasino scores the layup.
That's what I like to see if I'm Quimsa, capitalizing off those turnovers with quick, fast break points. Turn it into points real fast.
Williams wanted
There we
a
go.
foul,
This is good.
no call. Now Basabe. Back to Robinson. Into the corner, 3 on the way. Brasino just missed. Now Ruiz. We talked about a couple of guys, Andrew, who you look at their stats, at least as far as their height goes, and you get surprised that they're taller or smaller than you think. And every time I look at Jared Ruiz, he's a guy who plays a lot bigger than his 6'2", 189-centimeter frame.
Right. I think something similar
every so often I see him bringing the ball up, and I'm like, what is he doing? He's a forward. Wow, long three-pointer from Brandon Robinson. What is he doing? He's a forward. Wow, long three-pointer from Brandon Robinson is good.
I feel the same way with Galizzi. I see. Yeah, I see him out there, and I'm like, is he a 7-footer? But he's listed at 6'9",
Yep.
I believe. Yeah.
Holloway tried to kick it out, but no one was home. Quimsa with a chance to capitalize on this early 5-point lead. And some substitutions coming into the game now as David Rosario calls timeout.
Yeah, something else early on. I mean, right now, obviously, Quimsa's up 5. They're pretty happy with how the game's going so far. But I kind of look for Real Estelí is what I would say a little bit top-heavy, meaning they get a lot more points from a few guys than as much of a balanced scoring, more of what Quimsa is. So if any of those guys, like a Romero, Williams, Holloway, get a foul or even get a foul or two here in the early minutes of the game, I'm probably going to go at them and see if I can get them more fouls, but just get them out of the game, not necessarily for a long time because it's the last game. Players are going to play with foul trouble right now, but just enough for them to have to use their head to think, how hard do I want to play defense right now? Do I want to risk fouling someone and getting myself out? That kind of stuff.
Speaking of Ismael Romero, one thing I didn't get to bring up in the pregame is the heavy minute load that Romero has played in this tournament. Of course, you're talking back to December, January, and February, so obviously he's recovered from those games. But for me, that bears out that you're not going to tire this guy out. He's played 28, 34, 38, 37, 33, 33, 28, and 31 minutes in each game in this tournament. So if you're counting on Ismael Romero to run out of gas, I don't think he's going to. Sometimes those big guys will falter down the stretch. Ismael Romero seems to get stronger.
Yeah, he's
tend to shoot.
He's a good.
Holloway finally gets one off and gets it to go.
See, that's the kind of game Holloway's capable of. He's capable of having, and I want to try to not let him get started with that kind of stuff.
Galizzi missed the open three-pointer. He was 2 of 4 from the arc prior to that shot. Now Ruiz steps up and books the three-pointer, and we're tied at 10. So Real Estelí responded to David Rosario's timeout. Robinson for three again. Robinson already with 6. Across the halfway point, I should say, of this first quarter. Romero into the corner, 3 on the way from Williams. That circles out. Robinson all the way himself, and will fall in. Brandon Robinson having himself a night already, 8 points. Lead back to 5.
I almost said in the pregame conversation that I don't know that he can have another night like he did last night, and here he is with pretty similar point totals already in the first quarter.
Ruiz misses that 3-point attempt, and here comes Robinson. Oh, the pass from Robinson just a little bit too far in front of Fabian Barrios Ramirez. Tony Bishop Jr. into the game now as Emmett Williams sits down.
And what people, anybody watching, when I talk strategy here, I was thinking this earlier, if I knew a way to beat a team by 10 points or something, I'd be a pro coach right now, not broadcasting. So the things that I talk about, I'm looking for that little edge. You had a 1-point game yesterday. So one missed basket that was kind of a poor choice of a shot, or one turnover, that could have been the difference. So,
yeah.
Those are the type of things of, I play in the margins there. And I had a conversation with you once too. I'm not going to shoot, 5 for 10 from 3 one night and then shoot 10 for 10 the next night. That's unrealistic. So I have to think of other ways where maybe I can get 1 or 2 better 3-point shots.
Well, there's a good 3-point shot from Fabian Barrios Ramirez. He drains it, and the lead now is 6. 3:15 to play first quarter. Actually, Williams stayed in the game. At least he got a piece of that. But Williams strong enough to put it in, and he'll go to the line. He's got his first 2 points. Williams is 78%, 79% free throw shooter. See guys toweling off a lot already early. Currently 90 degrees in Santiago del Estero. 65% humidity. Got up to 99 today. It's supposed to be 102 tomorrow. So summer is not going quietly in Argentina. Williams completes the 3-point play and lead back down to 5 as Williams tips that one out of bounds. And not only, Andrew, may the heat become a factor, as you see another foul on a 3-point shot. Barrios Ramirez toweling off. We may have a situation later where we may have a slippery, wet ball, which may cause a key turnover.
I don't buy it.
No?
So most of the pro basketball, be it the Euro ball that we're using here and the ball that they use in the NBA, if you've ever had them, they actually become more grippy the more sweat that's on them. And when they're a dry ball, they're kind of like a rock. A lot of people say, man, this is a really hard ball. If you use a normal high school ball or something like that, it's a little more soft to the touch.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you got a little more of a hard surface, and I just really, I don't know. I've never felt like a wet ball is a good excuse, especially for a pro. You grip that thing and grip it and rip it. Shooting wise, you should still be able to shoot it.
Yeah, I don't think shooting should be a problem. I'm just talking about a quick pass where you catch it. Romero at the rack.
Yeah, that to me is all fundamentals. Make sure you look that ball into the old mitts.
Ramirez driving on Romero. Back pass to Sabe. That was Vasarani got intercepted. Now here's Ruiz on the drive. Shot blocked by Robinson. Bishop on the drive. And he draws the foul. .207 to play first quarter. Third team foul on Quimsa. Foul was on Brandon Robinson. It's his first. You can look at the 34-year-old Panamanian American Tony Bishop Jr., born in Dallas. Finished collegiately at Texas State in 2011. He was a Danish League All-Star in 2012, a Lithuanian All-Star in 2013. National Junior College Player of the Year in 2009 with Richland College. Played in the D-League, Puerto Rico, Germany, Philippines, and Taiwan, in addition to Denmark and Lithuania. And Real Estelí back to within one. Carlos Ramirez, the tough shot. Francisco Garth into the game for Real Estelí. He has not seen a lot of time. He did play 12 minutes and score 7 points against Quimsa last night. And Bishop's three-pointer way off. And he hears it from the Quimsa fans. I was just about to say, we haven't seen Kalen Lucas yet, but he's on the floor now. Checked in about a minute and a half ago. Brasino all the way himself. Nice drive. Good take by Juan Brasino. He's got 4.
They've had Lucas on a pretty short leash.
Robinson behind the back to Brasino. Thought about the 3. Help came over. Now, Barrios Ramirez into the lane, draws the foul.
I like that aggression, getting inside, getting the foul called. That's kind of an old school basketball. These days, it's a lot of drive and kick, get it out for the 3. You're looking for the wide open 3. I'm a fan of getting there into the teeth of the defense and making them do something to stop me.
Brasino now with 6 and the lead 7. The biggest lead of the game for Quimsa. But there's Francisco Garth at the other end. Left hand layup, tough and good by Brasino. He's got 8. And a foul by Brasino with 9.6 left.
Good substitution foul there. He looks tired.
Ruiz step back three from way outside, no good. And Francisco Garth is unable to party on. And the first quarter comes to an end. 28-21 Quimsa on their home floor, looking to eliminate Real Estelí and head to the Final Four of the 2023-24 BCL Americas tournament. We look at the shooting numbers. Quimsa red hot, 73% overall, 4 of 6 from the three-point line, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Real Estelí, 41% overall, 1 of 7 from 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Rebounds even at 7 apiece. 3 turnovers for Quimsa, 2 for Real Estelí. Emiliano Basabe played all 10 minutes of that first quarter. So did Fabian Ramirez. Brandon Robinson as well. He had 8 points, 4 rebounds. Juan Brasino played 9 minutes and 49 seconds of that first quarter. He's got 8 points, 2 assists. Tyvek Galitzi, 7 minutes of that first quarter. He's got 2 points. Tony Bishop, 2 points. Emmett Williams, 3 points. He played all 10 minutes. Terrell Holloway played 6:58. He's got 5 points. Esmael Romero, 2 points. Played 7:57. Jared Ruiz, 7 points. Also played 7:57 of that first quarter. Andrew, are you surprised to see so many players playing all 10 minutes of that first quarter on a hot night in Santiago del Estero?
I don't know. I feel like maybe, you want to keep in the game or get as much out of yourself before people start really getting fatigued. Like, let me get all these minutes. Similar to Ogilvy the other night when he got his 4th foul. It's like, let me go ahead and just get some baskets before I'm out of this game. Also, something to be said for not leaving anything in the tank. This is the last game, so
yeah,
I'd probably rather need to get subbed sometime in the 4th quarter and sit before I can come back in than ending the game with, less than 30 minutes played and feeling like I'm, still have something left to give.
Garth outside to Bishop. No, that's Romero. Romero drives on Eduardo Vasirani and scores.
Don't know if I'm a big fan of the on the other end, driving to the basket and trying to drop a bounce pass to a post player that's behind me. I almost feel like you're better off to just throw up a garbage shot that goes off the backboard. As a post guy, I'm more likely to go up and grab that thing over my head and tip it back in than I am to get down below my knees to catch the ball. And even if I do catch the ball, now I got to bring it all the way back up past these guys that are sitting here swiping at me and get up to the rim. It's a tall order, pun intended.
Free throws good by Ruiz, and the lead down to 3, 28-25. Alongside Andrew Hunt, I'm Craig Feda, and we are so glad you can be tuned in wherever you're watching from around the Americas or around the world as Eduardo Vasirani knocks down the 15-footer. In the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel. Oh my! Tony Bishop Jr. drives it and dunks it. Didn't see that coming from Tony Bishop Jr. And Barrios Ramirez draws the foul.
Some confusion on defense here.
Three-pointer missed, but the offensive rebound. Now Robinson, the floater. Missed that one, but therefore the putback, Barrios Ramirez. He's got a dozen. Barrios Ramirez with 12. Juan Bursino, 8. Brandon Robinson, 8 for Quimsa. Three-pointer missed. Oh, tough drive by Barrios Ramirez. Got himself a little too deep. And the pretty drive and finish with the right hand by Kalen Lucas. He's got 4 now. Sansimoni to his right. Outside to Zezular. Oh, and Vesirani had a clean look after the miss by Zezular and completely whiffed. Tony Bishop Jr. at the other end buries the three-pointer, and we are tied at 32. Bishop now with 7, and Leandro Ramea wants timeout. A 5-0 run here by Real Estelí gets things tied up. And all of a sudden, Andrew, Tony Bishop Jr. has come to life.
That's kind of what I was talking about that I want to avoid. I don't really, it's not that he's not capable of scoring like that. We know he is. But you've seen Williams and Romero really being the guys to score most of the points. Romero is pretty much on pace for that. Still a little short, maybe 4 points for him. Maybe short of what we might expect, but yeah, you're getting Bishop kind of heated up here, and you've got somebody that potentially takes the load off the normal guys, and they can kind of relax in the background for now and wait till they're needed later. Something I wanted to avoid if I was Quimsa. The good thing for Quimsa right now, shooting a pretty good percentage, that allows you to make more mistakes in terms of turnovers or defensive breakdowns, because you have some points to kind of back you up. It's like a kind of like a savings account to get you out of trouble.
Maybe a little get out of jail free card.
Yes.
Stolen away by Ismael Romero. Oh, and that's going to be a goaltend. For the bucket for Romero. He's got 6. Got to applaud the effort by Vesirani to get back. Directing traffic. A little fadeaway there by Vesirani. He falls in.
Good defense.
Yeah, but an even better shot by Kalen Lucas, and now Real Estelí on top by 2.
Lucas is coming out of his shell a little bit tonight, too.
Yeah. Estelí taking their first lead just a couple of moments ago at 34-32. No call as Ruiz bowls over a defender. Scores the bucket, and now Estelí's lead is 4. Ruiz at 9.
Hard to believe that wasn't something. Block, charge, something.
Now a foul whistled on Ismael Romero. That'll be his first. Robinson high right side. Bounce pass into the post. Turnaround jumper by Acevedo won't go. Now Bishop again for 3. That's good! Tony Bishop Jr. on fire tonight. He's got 10 points and the lead is 7 for Real Estelí.
That was defensive breakdown. Let's see what this call is.
A 14-2 run by Real Estelí.
That last shot by Bishop.
For the technical foul.
The last shot there by Bishop. Acevedo's running down the court. I didn't see who the other defender was, but Acevedo, it's his man, the guard. He calls off the other defender, is late in getting out to the shot. That's a situation you got to be aware that Bishop is shooting right now. He's made a few baskets. I can't leave him open. I got to just take, whether it be a mismatch or whatever, I have to just get out there and do as best I can to keep him from shooting.
Lead is 8 after the technical free throw by Terrell Holloway. Bishop with the block, but a foul called. And Federico Zesular will go to the free throw line. He is 3 of 9 from the stripe in this tournament. Not a great free throw shooter, but he sure can dunk.
We need to improve on these free throws.
Oh, there's one.
I figured it out. He's shooting with the wrong hand. No wonder.
Zesular in the first 2 games of this series, double figures both times. 10 points, 2 rebounds. And then last night, 12 points, 2 boards, 2 blocks. As he cans both free throws here. Lucas into the front court. Inside 5 minutes to play, second quarter. Lucas from 19. And he pleads for a foul call. Acevedo back to Brasino. Tough three-point attempt from Robinson, but an offensive rebound by Zesular. And his pass picked off and nearly stolen back away by Brasino. Acevedo the rebound after the three-point miss. And they're going to swap out the ball.
We've seen them, with the temperature and everything, they swap the ball. I don't know how I feel about that. Because it's, for those who are uninitiated, the ball looks the same. It is, quote, the same ball. But rarely have I ever had, a rack of basketballs that I go through them, and I don't feel like they're all just a little bit different. And I I don't know, maybe it's all in my head, but I feel like when somebody changes the ball in a pickup game or something, like you got to go home, so you take your ball. I can just feel, obviously in those situations the ball is probably very different, but even in an organized setting where all the balls are the same brand and same, relative makeup, I feel like I still know a difference.
Okay, they were checking something with the shot clock there. Well, and this molten ball, I believe it's a synthetic. It's not a true leather, which tends to, as you said, get grippier as it gets wet. True. Oh, ho, ho! Wow, Galen Lucas going up and dunking it and then mead mugging. Wow, that was filthy.
He missed.
He missed?
That was Emmett Williams, and he missed. It was contested by, I didn't catch who that was, possibly Zezular. And yeah, he put that off the back iron and it went out of bounds over there by the coach for Real Estelí.
I didn't see it. No wonder he looked over there. Oh, and that jumper rattles out. I never saw the ball go off the back rim. Robinson, the floater up and in. And what? No, they call the charge.
I think they may have changed that because I didn't see a charge yet.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I mean, was I wrong in seeing that somebody signaled for a charge?
That's why I say I think someone with a better look came in, and because one of the refs was motioning, I believe it's this ref, that he's calling the block, which is why I think he's explaining to Williams why the call was changed potentially.
Okay. But I'm not just making that up that I saw an official call a charge, right?
I did not see him do it. It's plenty of times I've seen that happen where the guy that maybe doesn't have the best angle makes the call, and as refs, which by the way, I meant to say this earlier, I think the refs in this tournament have been quite well. Nobody's perfect. There's definitely calls that you see like, well, they missed that one, but it's also very easy for us to look at 5 camera angles and say, well, they got that one wrong.
Super slow
So
motion, yeah.
I thought the refs have been quite good, and I think they take good opportunities to talk about some stuff that maybe needs to go to a replay, and they've done well. But a good ref crew knows, if you're the top guy or whatever, and I make a call on the bottom, but you had a better angle on it, and you come to me and say, hey, I got a better angle and I got a different call, I say, oh, it's your call then. It's all you. I'm going to make my call based on what I see, but if you've also made a call, then it's your call.
Yeah, good crews will do that. And again, this is my 19th FIBA event. If you count each window, it's my 24th. I've only seen one tournament where the officiating was less than stellar, and that was in 2015. Oh. And another foul on a three-point shot. That one, Emmett Williams, and Williams gets teed up. So Brandon Robinson will have 4 free throws coming. Assuming it's Robinson that shoots the free throws.
Which I do believe they've sent him to the line for freebies most of the time.
And Jared Ruiz continuing to protest that Robinson stuck his leg out, which we see just about on every three-point shot now. If there is a defender anywhere nearby, the shooter will kick his leg out and fall to the ground and say a little prayer. It's just like anytime you're dribbling the ball and you get contact by the defender, you throw your head back like you've been hit by a shot from the grassy knoll. And Robinson misses the tee. And now David Rosario teed up. So Robinson will have 5 free throws. Unless they change the technical from Williams to Rosario. Robinson misses the second one. 87% free throw shooter. Doinks the first 2. Finally gets that one to drop in. So by my count, they should have one more free throw coming on the tee on Rosario. But evidently they changed it.
I think it's like you said. I think maybe the original tee was on him. I think we thought it was a player on the floor. It must have been on the coach, I think.
No, the running play-by-play says Emmett Williams technical foul and then coach technical foul.
Oh, well then.
But he only shot 4 free throws, right? Did I miss one?
Well, he missed 2.
As Acevedo gets his first 3 points of the game, Quimsa now back to within 1.
Let's go.
And now Quimsa can take the lead on this possession. Rebound, or rather shot blocked out of bounds by Ismael Romero. That's his second block to go along with 2 steals, 2 rebounds, and 8 points. Rolfe on the handoff to Brasino. Belizzi rolls, nothing there. Brasino takes it himself, and Quimsa back on top, 47-46. Brasino with 10. Both teams have given away some fairly substantial leads, but decent enough leads. Quimsa led by 6 in the first quarter. Estelí by 8. Reverse circus shot won't go. Somehow, Rolfe got it back in the corner. And now Brasino gets the
second
offense
chance
reset.
points.
1 minute to play, second quarter. Brasino again missed the layup, but therefore the putback. Kajavik Belizzi, he's got 4. And Quimsa now on top by 3. And David Rosario wants timeout.
Something else that possession reminds me of. Yeah, I talked about earlier wanting to get out and run, and I still stick by. I think it seems pretty apparent that that's good for Quimsa. The other thing is, for offensive rebounding, you have a chance at, as we see, second chance points there. On a fast break, if all of the defense hasn't sprinted back to get into the paint, which is what you should be doing, but it's difficult. You're tired. You're playing 2 games in a row. It's 100 degrees over there, or 90. Pretty much 100 degrees. Feels like that, I'm sure. Now I've got a chance, if I actually miss on the fast break, to get a second chance in it. Now there, you see that Real Estelí actually has the edge in fast break points, which was not the case last night. But if Quimsa continues to run on those opportunities, I think they end up winning that battle.
Kind of put a bow on that technical foul situation. Brandon Robinson did shoot 5 free throws. He hit 3 of them. So they did shoot the tee for David Rosario's technical foul.
I was trying to do. I looked and saw that he had shot a total of 6 and missed 2. We both saw him miss the 2, and I was like, okay, so did he shoot 2 earlier or just 1 prior to
he shot,
the
made 1,
the technical?
missed 2, made 2.
Okay.
And so I missed his first make.
I mean, five free throws, that takes kind of a long time. Our attention spans, they're getting shorter.
Especially after all these exciting games. Now Romero loses the handle out of bounds, and it'll be Quimsa ball. And again, they swap balls out. Brasino. Cesilar, the open look for three over that zone. No good. .25 seconds to play and a foul called. Quimsa had got more than one to give there, but a good foul by Rolfi.
I wonder if they'll have time at halftime to do some laundry on some of these towels.
You got to wonder what the laundry bill is after a night like tonight. All the uniforms, all the towels, all the pads and covers that go on those mops.
Almost always had my own gym bag that I'd bring out to the bench and put under my chair. And I'd keep a couple towels in there, maybe Gatorade or something. Just my own stuff to know that I never trusted the people just use all the brand new towels and just get a new one every time they need to wipe some sweat off. I was like, keep one at your chair. There's only enough, one for each of us.
And Terrell Holloway is saying, I got a shot off, and he wants a review. Quimsa is protesting that it shouldn't have been a foul on the defense. So the shot clock is off, game clock at 10. Holloway misses that one. Rolfi the rebound. Clock at 5, now 4. 3. Layup is up and good! Sebastian Acevedo, as the game clock is winding down, gives Quimsa a 51-46 lead. Heading into halftime, Quimsa closed out the quarter on a 16-4 run. Quimsa still shooting very well, 51.4% overall. 41.7 from three-point range, 8 of 11 from the free throw line. Real Estelí, almost as good overall, 47%, but 3 of 13 from three-point range. They are 9 of 9, however, from the free throw line. Quimsa has taken the lead in the rebounding battle, 23-15. Just 3 turnovers for Real Estelí, 7 for Quimsa. Let's roll the highlights as we look at the individual numbers. Sebastian Acevedo, 5. Tyvek Alitsi, 4 points, 3 boards. Federico Zezular, 2 points, 3 boards. Juan Brasino has 10 points on 5 of 10 shooting and 3 assists. He did not play a lot in that second quarter. Played over 9 minutes in the first, but under 5 in the second. Fabian Ramirez, 12 points. He did not play a lot in that second quarter. Brandon Robinson, 14 points, 6 rebounds. Ramirez, by the way, has 12 points. Robinson, 14 points, 6 rebounds. Robinson played another 7 minutes of that second quarter, and Eduardo Vasirani, 4 points. For Real Estelí, Kalen Lucas, 6 points. Tony Bishop Jr., 10, along with 6 rebounds. Terrell Holloway, 8 points. Ismael Romero has played 17:03 so far. He's got 8 points. Jared Ruiz, 9. Francisco Garth has 2. And And Emmett Williams rounds out the scoring with 3. One half of basketball yet to play to determine who is going to advance to the Final Four and face Hebraica Maccabi in April. Again at halftime, Quimsa 51, Real Estelí 46. We are back with second half action from Estadio Ciudad in Santiago del Estero in just a few moments. Welcome back to Estadio Ciudad in Santiago del Estero for Game 3 of the quarterfinal series between Quimsa and Real Estelí. Winner of this game advances to the Final Four against Tabrika Maccabi. Federico, beg your pardon, Tayevek Alitsi going up and stuffing it with the right hand to get the things underway here in the second half. Quimsa matches their biggest lead of the game with 7. Real Estelí led by as many as 8 in that second quarter. Alongside Andrew Hunt, I'm Craig Beta. So glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from, around the Americas or around the world. In the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel. Brasino passed up the 3, got it to Galizzi inside, does a little tap dance. Now back outside to Brasino, touch pass. Robinson gives it up to Galizzi underneath. Off the glass and in. What patience by Quimsa there, Andrew.
I almost got frustrated. I'd just shoot the ball. They had a couple of decent looks at a shot, but yeah, I mean, it ended up all well.
Biggest lead of the game now for either team, 9 points for Quimsa. Tony Bishop Jr. can't get that one to go in the teeth of the defense. It's got 10 points. David Rosario shaking up his lineup heading into the second half. Lucas and Bishop on the floor to start with Holloway, Romero, and Williams. Now Robinson kick out. Open 3 from Brasino short. Beg your pardon, that was Sabe, I believe. And another miss by Estelí. A 3-on-2. Broken up by Emmett Williams. Great defensive effort by Emmett Williams to save the easy transition bucket.
I don't know if I'm doing a cross-court pass in that situation. You got to know Emmett Williams. He's a long guy, athletic. That's what we call baiting a pass. I'm making it look like it's open because I'm trying to time that thing and tip it out. And he was almost there in time to go to the other end and dunk.
Holloway and Brasino in extended conversation.
Kalen Lucas slid from almost the half-court line down to about the 3, so I imagine they were mopping that up. I don't know if he got tangled up in somebody's feet, but he hit the deck and just kept going.
And the foul before the shot. The foul is on Holloway. Brasino now. Barrios Ramirez loses it, and Ismael Romero had it, but then he lost it.
What? I didn't see where that went off of a...
I didn't either, unless...
Apparently Romero didn't touch it.
Yeah, because nobody on Quimsa seems to be protesting, but from our angle, it certainly looked like it went off Romero. Three-pointer skips off for Holloway. And 2.5 minutes into this third quarter, Real Estelí has not yet scored. Brasino around Galizzi to the left elbow. Now back up top to Barrios Ramirez. He drives, kicks it out. 3 on the way from San Simone, misses. Or beg your pardon, Basabe. Oh, and an ill-advised pass there. There were 3 people around Ismael Romero. Outside to Robinson, step back 3, splash! Brandon Robinson, and David Rosario might want to take time out very soon. His team is down 12 now.
He says play through.
17. Williams bumped by Barrios Ramirez, no call. Missed by Estelí, but they get it back. Oh. Stolen away. Juan Brasino just picked him clean. A Now David Rosario wants timeout. Is it too little, too late? The lead is 14. Well, Bastabe now with a dozen points. Pardon, Juan Rustino with 12. Fabian Barrios Ramirez with 12. Brandon Robinson, 17. Only one player in doubles for Estelí. That's Tony Bishop. Holloway and Romero each with 8. So far in this game, Andrew, Quimsa has done a nice job on Ismael Romero. He's only got 8 points and 3 rebounds. He is 4 of 7 shooting, but he just hasn't had a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, also Williams, who had a great game last night. He just took a shot that he was having success on last night and didn't really have that one to go up there. And I think maybe that was one of those points in practice or walkthrough for Quimsa is, you want to stay on your feet and not give him a foul. That's the thing, is going to the basket. He was getting fouled and happened to get the shots to go in 2 off the glass on those little baseline little drop step moves. So I just want to keep this going if I'm Quimsa. I just got to keep up. Sometimes I feel like you're tempted to, now that you got a lead, to kind of pack it in. It's a little too early for that. I think you got to keep trying to run out and get some of these easy buckets to keep pressure on the other team, because obviously the pressure's all on Estelí at this moment. So make them feel like they still need to score and make them be aggressive, because hopefully you can capitalize on some turnovers out of that aggression.
And maybe Quimsa is doing to Ismael Romero on Real Estelí what Alcones did to Eric Anderson on Nacional last night. They put a big on him. They put Rashid Mahalbasic on Eric Anderson, and he never really had anything going last night.
Which, that was one of the things I said in the beginning, is that's potentially what I would do rather than throwing the whole kitchen sink at Romero. Just take one guy, maybe a better defender that I have, and say, hey, I just need you to slow him down. Doesn't need to stop him. Make sure he doesn't get easy looks at a rebound and a putback, but just kind of stay with him and, definitely limiting him so far.
Offensive foul called on Brandon Robinson. That's his second. Jared Ruiz.
16 minutes to play. I'm not worried yet if I'm Estelí, but it's definitely in my head that I kind of need to get something going here. Like that.
There's a little something from Tony Bishop. He's got 12 now, and the lead is down to 12. The ball kicked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Quimsa. Racino picks up his dribble, now finds Barrios Ramirez underneath. He had it stripped out of there. It'll be Quimsa with 2.3 on the shot clock.
Might we see Robinson with a... Oh, look at that.
Yes, indeed. Oh, you called it, Andrew.
I really thought he was going to go out for the shot, and it looks like they played it just like that too. Quimsa tried to make him look like he was going for the shot, and he snuck right back around that screen to get the lay. Like that play.
The offensive rebound, but then Bastabe came away with it. Robinson now with 19. Quimsa slowing things down just a little bit. Ruiz, another good defensive play, poking it out of bounds.
Yeah, I said to stay aggressive, but once you notice that you don't have numbers, like a fast break situation, get the ball up past half court, get set up, and run through things a little bit to take a little bit of time off of the clock. You're in no hurry.
Shot clock now at 5. Racino. High off the glass and good. Brasino now with 14 as Holloway gets fouled. Biggest lead of the game for Quimsa now at 16. Andrew, since Real Estelí led 42-34, Quimsa has been on a 30-6 run. Shot blocked by Barrios Ramirez. He stuffs Jared Ruiz. Back up top to Brasino. He drives right side. Now back outside to Ramirez. His three is good!
Beautiful.
Lead now 19. Fabian Barrios Ramirez with 15 points. And I'm going to keep a tally on this run. Lead now 19. David Rosario takes time out. And this a 33-6 run. It's Real Estelí led in the second quarter, 42-34.
This is that type of run that can. This could end the game early. I think Estelí's got enough players that are going to take this personal that this won't end the game. But I mean, it's hot. This is it. I mean, sometimes that subconscious kind of gets in there, and Quimsa's rolling right now too, so that can really dishearten you. You could come out there, you know, ready to run through a wall, and they just keep scoring on you, and you know, it's just tough. Likely we've all played. I'm thinking individually of just playing somebody that's scoring. Rarely have I been the guy that can do that too, where no matter what you're doing, I'm just making it in, and I know it. And it's just like we've all had, I don't know, 2 or 3 moments. Maybe better players have had more than that. That whatever I'm throwing in there is going in, no matter you got a hand in my face or not.
Ruiz nearly turns it over. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Tipped out of bounds. Quick hands by Emiliano Basabe. Quimsa shooting 55% overall, 43% from three-point range. So it's not like they're shooting lights out, but they're shooting well enough. And Real Estelí with a shot clock violation. They're at 40% overall, 21%, just 3 of 14 from the arc. So that makes Quimsa's offense look even more effective.
I'd like to see Kalen Lucas get the ball trying to get inside. He was having success with that earlier. Oh, 5-spot.
Oh, again, beautiful ball movement by Quimsa. Leads to the easy floater by Eduardo Vasirani, and he's got 6, and the lead is 21. The third quarter run to start, 18-2 in favor of Quimsa. Barrios Ramirez, a little jump hook with the right hand, won't go. Offensive rebound, Vasirani. Ramirez tried to get Robinson in the corner, and he's saying, yeah, my fault, I should have gone up with that. When you're working it around and you're having so much success, sometimes you maybe make that extra pass when you don't need to, trying to be unselfish. And I think that's what happened there, but the fans and the bench appreciate the effort. Fabian Barrios Ramirez, a 34-year-old veteran. Now here's Kalen Lucas. Pops from 14, no good, but he draws the foul. believe that's going to be on Simone. It is, and that's his third.
I think Lucas can give a little bit of life to this team. He's having success. What I didn't like from him earlier, he was settling for some jumpers that he could get at any time around the three-point line, mid-range to three-point. He'd take a couple dribbles. There was a defender present, but not right on him. So he'd rise up and shoot without much action. And I just thought he was doing a lot better getting to the basket when he wanted to. And I think some, getting a finish and maybe a three-point play here, if a couple times, or getting into the paint, finding somebody else for a easy lay-in, that could get them rolling. They just need to get the ball in the basket a few times to see that that's possible.
Lucas hits 1 of 2. Here's Robinson driving baseline. Floater missed by Vascarani. He gets the rebound. Robinson thought about the step back tray. Now shoots it. Rebound save to Josue Arasso.
Good. You got to stop the ball.
Ruiz lost the dribble. Gets it back and goes over the baseline, and that's another turnover for Real Estelí. They had been taking excellent care of the basketball. I think only 3 turnovers in that first half. Now they've got 9.
I'm probably giving Ruiz a little bit of tough love right now. I say, hey, you turn the ball over again, and we're not giving it back to you. We need possessions right now. We need to get looks at the basket.
Send Simone out to Robinson. He launches another tree, and that is good! (23) the lead. Robinson with 22, but there for the answer at the other end is Ismael Romero.
Wish he didn't hesitate, but he still made it, so.
One minute to play, third quarter. Quimsa trying to close out Real Estelí. Back outside of Basabe. His three-pointer no good. Rebound Romero. Rebound number 4 for the big Cuban. Averaging 9.3 boards per game. Good for 4th in the event. Now Ruiz takes it all the way himself. And Leandro Romea upset about the defense there.
I was gritting my teeth. I was like, don't turn this ball over, Ruiz.
Out of bounds, and it'll be Quimsa ball. Quimsa outscoring Real Estelí 19-8. Beg your pardon, 21-8 in this quarter. And 38-14 since Real Estelí had the lead at 42-34. Shot clock is off. Game clock now at 10. Ruiz. And there's the foul by Fortunato Rolfi. Quimsa had one to give. Now 8.2 left on the clock.
I like the strategy of waiting until he's actually ready to drive to the basket, and then you foul.
Romero got the defender in the air, steps back, launches the 3, banks it in, and that is good! Ismael Romero with the third quarter coming to a close. Drains the three-pointer with a hand in his face. He's got 14. And he gets the lead down to a manageable 15 points. How big of a shot was that?
Something you could build momentum off of. And earlier I mentioned getting Kalen Lucas the ball. He drove to the left side, got some help because he beat his man and was able to flick it out there to Romero for the first 3. that he made. Well, I don't know about first 3 for the game, but the first 3 in the last few minutes here. And then Ruiz redeemed himself after a couple of turnovers, came down, had a nice little change of pace there, Euro step to the middle. Defense disappeared. You mentioned the coach for Quimsa was pretty upset about that one, but that's something to get a run going. They've got close here. It's going to be difficult.
Through 3 quarters, Quimsa 52% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, 8 of 11 from the free throw line. Real Estelí 43% overall, 29.4 from the three-point arc, 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Massive rebounding advantage to Quimsa, 34-21. For Quimsa, Sebastian Acevedo, 5 points. Eduardo Vasirani, 6. Federico Zesular, 2. Juan Bursino, 14 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Tyvek Galitzi, 8 points, 5 boards. Fabian Barrios Ramirez, 15 points, 3 assists. And Brandon Robinson doing what he do, 22 points, 7 rebounds. For Real Estelí, Kalen Lucas, 7 points. Ismael Romero, 14 points, 4 boards. Jared Ruiz, 11. Emmett Williams, 3. Tony Bishop, 12 points, 6 boards. Francisco Garth, 2 points. Terrell Holloway with 8. Andrew, Quimsa is 10 points away, or rather 10 minutes, and now just 12 points away. Estelí's got a little something going here. Alongside Andrew Hunt, I'm Craig Feda. Welcome to all our viewers in the USA on FanDuel TV and South America on DirecTV and around the rest of the world on the BCL America's YouTube channel. Ball out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Quimsa. 0.3 left on the shot clock.
I was going to say, Quimsa would really like to put an end to this run with 0.3 seconds on the shot clock. Probably not the time, but...
Well, they got a pretty decent look at it.
Not bad
Come
about it.
away empty-handed, and now Quimsa, they have their lead cut to single digits.
Beautiful.
Great defense. Forced the miss by Emmett Williams.
But you see there, Kalen Lucas, he gets that ball. He's pretty quick first step getting into the paint. That was a decent possession, I thought.
Left-footed 15-footer by Vasirani missed. And the fans here in Estadio Ciudad getting a little nervous. But again, a turnover by Estelí. And a 2-0. Getting up for the dunk. Juan Bursino, beg your pardon, that's Fortunato Rolfi. And he spikes it out of bounds afterwards.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Is that
yeah?
Cool with that? That legal? That's the old, I'm arguing with you about ball, and then I just set it on the ground because I'm tired. I said, all right, your ball, here it is. Set it on the ground under my basket, and then I start walking the other way.
And Kalen Lucas whistled for steps before he makes that bucket.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a turnover discrepancy in the first half, but now about even.
Yeah.
That is not good for Estelí. They were the ones with less before.
Yeah. Sansimone has it. Gets it inside to Vasirani. He draws the foul. That's going to be on to Holloway, his second. .803 to play. Quimsa up 14. And Quimsa is not making life easy on Leandro Romea. Turnovers, missed free throws, defensive breakdowns. Got a 21-point lead. Cut down to 12. Now it's back to 15. And another Estelí turnover. Federico Zezular jams it with two hands to lead back to 17. And now David Rosario wants timeout. Quimsa put a stop to the Estelí run. And they are hoping to put Estelí away.
That was needed. I don't want Real Estelí to start believing.
I mean, if you're David Rosario, you tell Real Estelí, don't stop believing.
Yeah, my favorite Journey song. I don't know if I know another Journey song, to be honest. I probably do. I don't think I could name one.
You do.
They have a ton.
There you see the points from turnovers now. Quimsa with 19 points off turnovers. Emmett Williams trying to get his team back into it.
Let's not give up, man. Come on, man.
Emmett Williams,
He sees what I see.
Not give up.
Some of the body language on his team is just that, and you see guys start talking to the ref and whatnot. You don't really have time to do that. You got to come back. You need to score some points. The best guys I've seen play, they just put their head down and go at it. We'll see if Estelí can respond here and do just that.
Inside to Romero. He gets stuffed. With a foul called. Boy, did you see how quickly Quimsa closed down the lane? 4 guys right there in the semicircle.
I like it.
Romero hits the first free throw. Romero, a 46% free throw shooter, strokes them both. Gets the lead back down to 15. Bessirani on the handoff to Rolfi. Rolfi kicks it out. Into the corner, Rolfi for 3. That's good!
Woo!
Fortunato Rolfi. Prior to that shot, he was 2 of 8 from three-point range. He back to 18. 7 minutes to play. Point attempt missed. Tough rebound by Emmett Williams. Now Romero for 3. That missed. Little feed to Rolfi. Now the kick out. 3 on the way. Well short. The offensive rebound. Zezular puts it back up and in.
Zzz. I can only do that on dunks. I'm only doing that on dunks.
Real Estelí now 6 of 20 from three-point range from 30%. Zezular completes the three-point play. Lead is back to 21. That matches the biggest of the game for Quimsa. And that was after Real Estelí got a little frisky and got it down to 12 points. after Ismael Romero banked in the three-pointer at the end of the third quarter.
It's hard for me to pronounce them dead before the 5-minute mark, but they're on life support.
Yeah, I was just going to say, they got the paddles out.
Right. We're going to stop CPR soon.
So in one bracket of the Final Four, it's Flamengo and Halcones de Salapa. And in the other bracket, Hebraica Maccabi and the winner of this game. Tony Bishop Jr. making sure the damp spot out near the Quimsa logo. The fans are giving him the business, and he walks over to the officials. What are they chirping about? Shot clock at 8. Into the corner. Bishop for 3. Missed. At what point does Quimsa start to run some clock, or is it right now?
Yep, it is now.
Acevedo, the floater, missed. Tip, no. Vassirani, the offensive rebound. Zesular misses the left-hand float.
Nice.
Oh, and a great job by Emmett Williams to come back in bounds and reestablish himself before picking up that loose ball. And now Lucas fouled. Boy, what a heads-up play by Emmett Williams.
I didn't like the shot. You had, I think it was Galizzi that got the rebound, pushed it over there to Zezular, and he immediately went up. You've got at least 10 seconds left on the shot clock at that point. That's where we clear the ball out and reset. Look to, his shot wasn't a bad shot, but just think we can get a better shot, or at the very least run a little more time off the clock here and get closer to the zeros up there.
Wolfie kicks it out. Quimsa running some clock. Long 3 on the way now. Missed by San Simone. Coming up on 5 minutes to play. Real Estelí down 20. Holloway to Lucas, who drives baseline, jet quick move, kicks it into the corner. Bishop out to Romero. He drives in from the three-point arc. Now a 3 from the corner. That missed by Lucas. Vassirani has his shot blocked by Romero, but there for the cleanup is Sebastian Acevedo. He's got 7, and the lead now 22. Williams for 3. Rolfie thought better of going up on Emmett Williams. And now they burn some clock here. Vassirani fouled by Bishop.
It's like this is a fitting end for this part of the tournament. We've had so many close games. This last game, we'll just cruise on out of here. We can relax. We don't have to adjust our chairs any, gripping the armrest.
Yeah, I'm just about out of blood pressure medication after the last couple days.
I think my watch said something about my heart rate was up higher, but it seemed as if I had been sitting. And I said, well, I'm either excited or out of shape, and probably both.
Third foul on Vasirani. 4:05 to play. Quimsa's lead is 23. Again, since Real Estelí led 42-34, Quimsa has outscored them 52-21.
Seems similar to game one.
Free throw. Yeah.
I feel like that one was pretty lopsided, definitely by the end, but I thought this one, there was a little bit of life there in the third quarter, around the 6-minute mark, I believe. Estelí maybe brought it back within 12, I want to say, and then it was
right at the end of the third quarter on that bank 3-pointer by Romero.
Yes.
Beautiful finish with the left hand by Sebastian Acevedo, and he's got 9. Coming up on 3.5 minutes. And now David Rosario emptying the bench. Farrell Poff into the game. Played a grand total of 9 minutes in 3 games. Francisco Garth back into the game and a shot clock violation.
Greg, are you in the arena with a mop right now? Are you doing you're double dipping here. Court maintenance and play-by-play, huh? That's talent.
Well, you know, I've got a gift. Come on now, I'm not that short or round.
Maybe it's a perspective thing. When you're up higher, it seems as if you are. It's just an optical illusion.
Oh, now you got to make a tall to short joke on me. I know you're 6'9" and all.
I'm not that much taller than you when I'm sitting down.
Sitting down. I hope you hit your head on something.
I'm sure I will.
Three-pointer missed, rebounded by Ramon Bastardo into the game. He did not play in either of the first 2 games. He's played a grand total of 4 minutes in this tournament. Pulled down 2 rebounds. And he scores right there. Ramon Bastardo, his first points of the tournament. He has not shot a free throw in this event. Beautiful touch pass. Sebastian Acevedo also into the game now. Take a look, Matthias. Seeing his first action. Don't have any information on him. Bastardo's free throw rattles out. Inside 2.5 minutes until Quimsa is officially on to the Final Four. Again, that takes place the weekend of April 13th. Barring a miracle of miracles, Quimsa will face Hebraica Maccabi, and it'll be Flamengo And Halcones de Salapa in the other semi. Rolfe's three is up and good. Bartel Lopez books the tray.
As we're winding down the game, I'd like to just point out that none of my keys to the game mattered whatsoever. As we see...
How about that? Pick a look, Matthias.
There we go. I was
First
like,
3 points in a Quimsa uniform.
good looking shot. But yeah, it turns out you just need more
Indeed.
points. That's really what it comes down to win in the game. It doesn't really matter about turnovers or rebounds or anything. Just, you score more than the other team. It's that simple.
And the celebration is on in the stands at Estadio Ciudad. The fans singing. And now 1 minute to play. Quimsa finished 4th in this event last year. They lost in the semis to Franca. Franca eliminated in a shock by Hebreka Maccabi.
Oh,
Take a look, Matthias. How about that? You know my name, he says.
so maybe you'll play me more in garbage minutes next time, huh? I get the jumpers.
Jensen Campbell. Estelí is going to throw up the white flag at last. And they're just going to let the clock run out. And Quimsa are on to the semifinals with a 30-point win over Real Estelí, 99-69. Real Estelí gave it everything they had. They led by as many as 8 points in the second quarter. But from then on, it was all Quimsa. So the Final Four is set. It's going to be Flamengo and Halcones de Salapa and Quimsa against Hebreka Maccabi on April 13th. And then the championship game and third place game on Sunday the 14th. We will bring that to you. Don't have venues on those games yet, but when we do, we will let you know on the official tournament website, FIBA.basketball/BCL America/23-24. Final numbers on this one for Quimsa. Pick a look, Matthias, 6 points. Sebastian Acevedo, 9 and 6 rebounds. Ramon Bastardo had 2 points. Fortunato Rolfi, 8. Juan Brasino, 14 points, 4 boards, 6 assists. Tayevek Alitzi, 8 points, 5 boards. Fabian Barrios Ramirez, 15 points, 3 assists. Brandon Robinson, 22 points, 7 boards. Eduardo Bassirani, 8 points, 7 rebounds. And Federico Zezular, 7 points, 4 rebounds. For Real Estelí, Francisco Garth, 5 points. Bartel Lopez, 2. Kalen Lucas, 8 on 2 of 10 shooting. He had 3 assists. He tried to do everything he could down the stretch to keep Estelí in it. He and Emmett Williams. Tony Bishop Jr. finished with 12 points and 7 rebounds. Terrell Holloway, just 9 points on 2 of 6 shooting. He also had 3 assists. Ismael Romero finished with 16 points, 4 rebounds. Jared Ruiz, 11 points and 3 boards. And Emmett Williams, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Once again, the final score, Quimsa 99, Real Estelí 69. Quimsa on to the Final Four to face Hebraica Maccabi. And it'll be Halcones Tlapa and Flamengo in the other semi. For my partner, Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Fada. Saying thanks for watching, and so long for now.